Nice and bright. There we go. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Live with the Game Fanatics, our weekly podcast where we discuss topics related to video games. Hit the follow button, make sure you catch us live. If you happen to miss us live, no big deal. We're going to post this episode on youtube.com/thegamefanatics this Friday. So go over there, hit the subscribe button, take a look at our content brought to you by thegamefanatics.com. My name is Joel, and with me here tonight, the host of Ben's OP game show, Ben Reacts.
Oh, wow. I feel so honored to be here.
All right, now
that's
have you.
Covering the Mixer channel for TGF and soon to be on his own channel, Kyle.
Hey, how's it going?
And my very own Andy Richter, Logan.
Hello.
Wow. I feel like that's a really good nickname or whatever.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'll take it. It's better than the last one.
He's the Andy Richter we deserve.
Yeah, I like it.
I think we actually deserve Andy Richter, to be honest.
Dang.
Should call him up.
I don't think anyone does. Have you seen him? What a delightful man.
But
he's
you
amazing.
get low budget Andy Richter, and that's me. So
I actually just watched him on Howard Stern show before this podcast. That's funny that he came up.
He is great. All right, guys, so we are here once again covering a video game topic that is very related to what we're doing right now. But first, I think it'd be interesting to kind of cover what we're currently playing. So, Ben, what are you currently playing?
Two things. I played a lot of the Breath of the Wild DLC, which really isn't a lot of stuff. Like, there's a scavenger hunt bit you can do and to get a bunch of items, which is fine. Nothing really amazing or noteworthy there. But then there's the Trial of the Sword, which like takes away all your items, makes you go through these rooms where you have to kill everything. And that's, I think, fun and interesting, but it's like pretty difficult for me because you don't have anything, right? And the reward is like a fully powered up Master Sword, but I've done everything in the game. Like, I've done all the shrines, I've done everything else. There's nothing else I want to do, so the reward is like, why would I bother? So I'm not really gonna bang my head against the wall to do it. But I got like 13 floors in out of 45, and I died, and I'm like, I don't need to do that again. But then I also played a little bit of Master Mode, which is the hard mode. It's basically the same game. I mean, it's got some flying things, and things kill you in 2 hits, which they kind of did before anyway. So it's just fun. It's actually kind of remarkable how much fun it is to go back into the game and play it again fresh from a fresh save. That's a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. But even that, I don't really see any reason to play too much of it.
would you
It's fine.
say it's worth it though?
It's. I mean, I got a good 6-7 hours out of it.
Right.
You
You
know?
probably bought
Does it
the
have like a
season
New
pass
Game
for it.
Plus mode?
No,
No? Okay, I was thinking
no, there's
if
no
you,
such thing.
if you got that like Master Sword and then New Game Plus, and then you take it with you. But if you're at the very end,
can't you
you've
start the
completed
game?
everything. It's kind
What
of
was that?
pointless.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
can you start the game in hard mode? Like start a new game in hard mode?
You have to start a new game in hard mode. It like takes you to a
okay.
different title screen to do
Oh.
it.
Kind of like its own master quest.
Kind of. Yeah, it like boots up. It's like a different color scheme, and it has its own separate save. Like
cool.
it's its own separate thing. It is cool. The loading screen is like a auburn, like a burnt red, instead of the pale brown color. And then the other game I've been playing, I picked up on the Steam Summer Sale, is Hollow Knight, which I think a lot of people have kind of slept on. It came out earlier in the year. It's going to come to Switch, I believe. At least it's going to come to other places. This game is probably one of the best Metroidvanias I've ever played. It's up there with Super Metroid or Symphony of the Night for me. It is
Wow.
incredible. Everyone should go play this game. It is so good. It's Metroidvania. You know if you like it, and you will not be disappointed at all. And it's a lengthy damn game, too. I played about 15, 16 hours of it, and it's still like new areas, new abilities. The bosses are these crazy bug monsters. Everything in the game is a bug. So you're fighting these weird dung beasts, and he's like throwing dung balls at you. And it's like all this weird theme, and it's got kind of a Dark Souls lore and storytelling where it's very vague and weird on purpose,
That sounds
which I
pretty
totally
awesome.
dig. It's a really, really good game. I'm gonna review it on my show on Friday.
Nice.
Tease,
So
tease, tease.
was that like a surprise to you? Was that?
I
do
knew
you
I was
think it
gonna
be
like
as
it.
good as? Uh-huh.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna like it, but I have on my YouTube, I have like the first hour of me playing it, and then like halfway through, I'm like, this game's really good. Like, I start getting really suspicious. I'm like, this is way too good.
Something's going on here. This is too good.
Yeah, it's kind of mind blown of how much I've enjoyed it. It's one of the best games of the year for sure.
Was it? It was
Yeah,
on
I'm gonna
this,
add that to my Steam list.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was on the Steam Summer Sale, which is now.
It was on the sale for like $9. It's 15 normally. Like, it's a steal too.
Yeah.
They could easily charge $20 or more for because of how long it is. Like, there's so much content here.
Oh, I should have picked that up.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out.
Really
Look
good
forward to
game.
the review of yours on Friday as well.
Mhm.
Kyle.
Yeah, so I've been kind of like doing this weird thing where I get bored with every game right now. I just keep jumping between everything, trying to finish games I haven't finished. But right now I'm on Horizon, trying to finish Horizon because I never actually finished it.
Oh, that's a good one to finish, though. My friend just finished it and returned it, and then I let another friend borrow it.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I can't decide on what I want to play right now. It's this weird time where I have so many games to play, but I just can't stick to one. I end up like falling back on Destiny or something when I know I should probably beat the other games I have. I still have Persona to beat. I'm just like, I gotta finish something. But
Logan?
I'm scared to start Persona.
yeah, it's just too much.
Like, I know I'm gonna buy it and play it one day, but oh man, I'm not ready.
You better set aside some time for it.
Yeah, I don't have that though. I'll take my vacation week and just play the whole week.
There you go.
Seriously.
You might get halfway done.
Yeah, right.
Logan, what are you currently playing?
I am currently all about the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Like,
PUBG?
I can't put it down. PUBG all night. I won't even tell you how many late hours I put into it saying, just one more game. And it's like 3 hours later, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is consuming my life. But it's so fun.
It is. We've played a few times, and when you're in those really like close to the end matches, you're like in the top 10, and it gets really intense. That's insanely fun.
But like, yeah, when you're in the top 10 and the circle's closing in and there's like 5 of you left, like the anxiety like peaks and it's like, ah. But that's what makes it fun. That's what's exciting. And I've definitely gotten like 5 winner chicken dinners since. And
Nice.
we need to do that. Like, me and you need to get to a chicken dinner.
Yeah, I need at least one in my life before I jump off a
I
bridge.
think they sell them at a lot of fast food places.
Ben, get out of here.
Get out, Ben.
Hey, I
Only
got
you
like
join us,
26
damn it.
once.
That's average.
That's average for. I mean, it's good for me.
I've noticed
That's
like
yeah.
the game's getting better and better, like with the patches and stuff like that. It's been running a lot better for me, so I'm really happy with it. I can't wait for it to just keep getting better and bigger.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, the developers for it are actively like involved with it. It's not like an easy access game that they threw out and kind of just like, okay, here you go.
I
Deal
just
with
feel
it.
like it's
We'll give you updates as it goes.
It's been polished a lot better than like H1Z1, which to me still doesn't play very well compared to PUBG, and PUBG's like a lot newer. So it's been nice because
it's
I mean,
moving
you
along
see,
so nice.
Yeah, and you see the devs on like Twitter talking to everybody, telling them, "Hey, I know this is what we're trying out, this is what we're fixing, stuff like that." And they take all the feedback and all the complaints and they try to fix it.
Yes, they're very active, and that's part of the reason why I bought it, and I wanted to try it out. Everyone's playing it, and so yeah, been pretty happy with it.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's all.
That's it.
That's all for me.
That's not bad.
Maybe some Pokemon Go.
Yeah. I haven't really been playing much. Next Machina, main thing I've been playing a lot. I love it. Anything Housemarque plays or makes is great. Although Alienation I felt was like a bit underwhelming, but Next Machina's got me hooked so much. I think it's the main thing I've been streaming, and then I still play a little bit of Call of Duty here and there, and I was playing Wolfenstein, but then I stopped because I started playing more PUBG, and that's it. That's all I've really been playing. It kind of having the same issue of not sticking to one game, as Kyle was talking about. It's just been hard to really find something that hooks me. I think probably until Destiny 2 comes out, I'll kind of be floating around a lot doing that. But yeah, so I mean, I think we've covered that part. So topic of the show is streaming, which is what we're doing right now. It's kind of one of the biggest things in video games. That's where we're seeing a lot of the business kind of going into. Even people that like gaming websites and stuff like that, gaming news websites are now wanting to have their own Twitch channel as well as do a lot of video content on YouTube. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of talk about for us, because a lot of us do have our own channels and a lot of us are starting our own channels, to talk about why we stream, what got us inspired to stream, or what goals we have for our channels. And then we're going to have a second portion where we talk about the affiliate program. That's kind of the hot topic right now for Twitch itself. And then I did want to also add Mixer, because Mixer is the new platform. We're currently dual streaming, so Twitch and Mixer. Mixer's just such a different like side of streaming, and I'm kind of want to get your guys' feelings about it and see what you guys think.
Yeah,
but
for
let's
sure.
go ahead and start. Ben, I know you're kind of the veteran out of all of us when it comes to streaming. I know you've been streaming for a while. So why do you stream?
Oh, geez. Well, calling me a veteran makes it sound like I have some kind of following or that anyone cares. But I've been streaming. Well, I guess why do I stream? I started streaming and I started doing YouTube stuff at roughly the same time. And it was because of Kind of Funny. When they left IGN, I was inspired to be like, well, I've always wanted to do this. I'm just going to go do it. Right. And I did. I started streaming and I started putting stuff on YouTube. And the goal, I mean, anyone who says the goal isn't necessarily to become super popular is kind of lying. So it's like, I'd love to become super popular. And that is a goal, I guess you could say. But the goal is to have fun and to do it. Like, I enjoy making the content. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy, putting up like, this is the first hour of the game, or like, this is a boss. Like, this is how I beat this boss. Like, I put together this like strategy and I made a video about that, or this is my review of whatever. I'm going to stream this game and play with viewers, or like I play a lot of Super Mario Maker, and people will submit levels and I'll play them. I like doing those things, and it just so happens that's streaming. So I think I'm getting like way all over the place with this topic, but that's...
No, but I mean, you're passionate about it. You're having fun doing it, and I know I see that from your channel itself. That because I'll tune in and watch you do levels, and you're good at those games that have that high difficulty level, and I think that's almost like its own category of streamers itself. Like, because there's people that do like speedrunning, people that are just there for like entertainment, and there are people that just play certain games that people are really interested in watching that have high difficulty.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I've gotten pretty decent at Mario.
God, that game looks like a nightmare sometimes when I see like really difficult levels that are just insane.
Oh my gosh, I have a bunch of clips on my Twitch. Like, I started saving really good runs, and there's probably like 70 or 100 just minute-long clips of doing these levels that are just absurd, and it's a lot of fun. But I do it because I am good at that. But I like recently I've been just playing whatever I want to play, because I started thinking like, yeah, I get more viewers when I play Super Mario Maker, and like the bulk of my followers are there for me to play Mario Maker, and they don't show up if I don't play Mario Maker.
Yeah.
In fact, someone one time was like, I thought you died. And I'm like, why would... They're joking, obviously, but I was like, I'm still here. And I think he's followed me and unfollowed me like 7 times. Like, dude, just pick one. It's
just
so
commit,
weird.
bro.
Just commit. Like, I don't know how it offends you if I'm not playing Mario that you unfollow. It's so weird. But so like recently I've started playing whatever I want to play, and I have my regulars still come in. I've had some new people too, and I just like doing it to interact with people, not even necessarily around that game. I had a couple of good streams where people came in and like, I was playing Horizon, and they were like, well, is this game any good? Like, it's on sale right now. Like, and we're talking about the game. We start talking about E3. I do it for kind of that now, like this community aspect of I want to talk to someone online while playing this game. We can get super nerdy about it, and that's what I like about it, as well as getting bits or whatever, bobs and tips and whatever. Like, that's cool, but I think for anyone who wants to start streaming, you should, but you should just get into it to have fun. Like, it has to be something you have fun doing, and that's what I was doing with Super Mario Maker. Was like, I love this game, but it's like breaking my hand to keep playing it so much. So I have to like cool it on that game. Remember, my thumb just falls off. Getting old is not fun. And
that's important to like tell people, because there's people that see, you know, full-time streamers and they're like, man, I just want to stream for a living. And every time I watch like any sort of tips videos about like streaming or anything like that, even YouTube in general, it's like, don't ever get into it for the money. Always get into it if you like it, if you have fun.
Yeah.
And you'll notice a lot of people say, like, if you want to stream, just try it. Try it from your console. See if you like it. Don't go and buy all this equipment without really knowing if you're going to be good at it, if you're going to like it, and if you're going to be, I don't know, successful. I mean, you don't want to go into the like streaming thinking, man, I'm going to stream this game. I'm going to be really good at it. I'm going to make all this money, and then I can quit my job. Because it's so different now, especially like just the oversaturation of people that do stream. But moving on.
It's funny too. Actually, real quick, before Twitch, there was Justin TV, and Logan was actually the person who showed me Justin TV when it was Justin streaming his life like 24/7. And then they opened it up.
That's how it started?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so
crazy.
Long ago.
It was like 2008.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the end of 2008 or so, in early 2009, I've streamed that during that time, like through a webcam pointed at my TV. I streamed a few times, and every once in a while I'll think back and be like, man, all I could have done was just kept streaming then.
Yeah.
And I would have been streaming for like 10 years, like been at the very tip of the iceberg. I'm like, nah, I didn't do it.
Well, it's hard to, especially back then, I mean, it's hard to really think it would have taken off.
Oh, yes. Well, most of the stuff on Justin TV, when they opened it up like that, there were games, but most of it was just people playing like Seinfeld reruns 24/7, or like, this is all the Austin Powers movies. Like, it's like, what? Just like a bunch of random copyrighted garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Austin Powers is not garbage.
Oh, I said Seinfeld.
I meant in general.
It was just in general, this stuff. But it's so weird that it turned into Twitch and they killed Justin TV, and like that was what made it.
Oh my god, they killed him? Is he dead?
He died a couple of years ago.
Oh my god.
I hope he actually didn't, because I don't know. He probably didn't. We're good.
God, I hope he didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
I have no idea. Yeah.
He's swimming in a pool of cash somewhere.
Yeah.
Or with the fishes.
He changed the world with his stupid antics.
All right. Kyle, why do you stream?
I don't know. There's not really one particular reason why I stream. I just I like to play games, and I like to be social while I play games. I can't say ever. I feel like I don't really game as much by myself. Like, I'm always in a party with someone or streaming or something. So I don't know. I like that social aspect to it. But I can't say there's any one particular reason why I do, unless it's that. It's just hard for me because I jump around between games a lot. And like Ben said, like, he had people who followed him for Mario. People like to just follow people for like one game, and like that's it. Like, you're a Destiny guy, you're a Destiny guy.
They're in it for the game more than you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm not really like that. I kind of like to jump around a lot. With Game Fanatics, I kind of try to like play the more popular games, and it's always fun. But I don't know. It's hard to say why anyone streams. I guess being social. I guess. Yeah. But,
Logan, you're kind of starting out streaming, right? You've kind of tried it a little bit. What?
Yeah.
Why do you stream? Like, why did you want to try it? I guess is what I wanted to ask.
Sure. Yeah. I think the big thing was more, well, I'm already playing video games. Why not have a bigger audience for it, or have an audience, period? I know it's a hard thing to get into because so many people are into it. And I think that's why I chose to go to Mixer, because it was smaller, it's fresh, it's more fresh, and the potential is there as long as it keeps moving forward.
Right.
And I think Microsoft wants to really try hard with it, obviously with the rebranding and everything, and pushing it on their consoles and being integrated into Windows, that they can do that. So I hope that works, and I really like the interface of it, and it works really well because I use the Windows game bar, and it's just like push record, push go live, and boom, that's it. But yeah, like it sounds fun because everyone at the TGF, like we have a big streaming community within it, and it's just fun to be part of that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of view the TGF channel as more of like a coming together of different like people, personalities that want to stream, right? Like, because we all do have, for the most part, our own personal channels, and like Steph streams League, Kyle's on the Mixer side, and you're kind of really testing out how it works, because there's some nights where we don't have any viewers on Mixer, but you streamed like Grand Theft Auto Online and suddenly had like 5-7 viewers, and it's just cool to kind of see the difference in what we do on our nights. Like Ben has his Friday show that he does, and it's really different from everything else that's on there. And now I like doing this show because I think because we cover news, it kind of, and like write features, I think this show kind of fits in with what we do, because it's more like of a coming together of us, the streaming, the streaming channel or the streaming team, and really just giving our thoughts in one place and being able to kind of discuss streaming, discuss E3 and all that, and then posting it later on YouTube. That's like kind of the same thing with what you guys were saying. For me, I stream for that reason of I like being sociable, but I don't always have someone to kind of sit and talk with. So when I stream on my channel, I have a couple regulars that come in, and they're, sometimes they check in no matter what when I'm streaming, or they just open up the stream. They don't really say anything, but they give me that viewer.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
and it's really out of my comfort zone. It's another reason why I do it. It's for creative reasons. Like I like making backgrounds and really kind of playing with that stuff. But I also really like the idea of getting out of my comfort zone and broadcasting, and really just trying it. Like I like talking to other gamers, and I don't really get that in my like own real life as much. So it's nice to be able to do it and find new people to talk to.
Yeah, for sure. I also find that it kind of like pushes me through a harder game. Like I find like if I'm streaming it, I'll try a lot harder, or like I'll repeat. Like if I fail, I'll try again. As if I was playing by myself, I probably wouldn't push forward. One of the games I streamed Outlast, I got the Insane trophy for beating it on Insane, and I died like right at the very end while I was streaming it. And if I wasn't streaming it, there's no way I would have replayed the whole game just to beat it. But
wait, you had to do it all without dying?
Right there.
Yeah, Insane is everything kills you. All the bosses kill you in one hit, or enemies kill you in 2 hits. And if you die once, the game starts over.
Oh, it's like permadeath.
Yeah, so I died like right at the end. There's like a button you have to push, and I was running to that button, and my phone rang, and for some reason I paused the game. So I picked it up and I unpaused it, and the second I unpaused it, I died. But I was streaming, so I was like, oh, I'll give it another go. And
Damn it.
I got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kind of takes you back to the NES days where there's no save.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. It was way scarier.
It was way scary.
Yeah.
So I guess this would kind of go along with what we were already talking about. But like, what got you inspired? So Ben, like, you might have covered it, I think already, but like, what inspired you, or what continues to inspire you to stream?
So yeah, I did mention it a little with Kind of Funny.
Love Kind of Funny.
Yeah, I love Kind of Funny. And so that was the impetus, I guess. But I like nowadays, after I've been streaming for over 2 years, they're not my streaming inspiration. It's really just to meet new people, like we kind of talk about, like you mentioned too, Joel. I feel like me streaming is like one of the purest me's. Like it's the realest me that you'll probably get, which is weird because most people you'll be like, oh, that's them on camera. They're different. But like me streaming a game is me. Like that's really me, as opposed to me at work is not me. You know, and it's like one of the few places where I can just kind of go and have fun, and I have people and I'm interacting with them, and it's so kind of weird and honest with itself of like, yeah, fuck this game. This is stupid. I'll bitch and moan about something in Zelda as I'm streaming it for 20 minutes, and people are like, why are you even playing this? Like,
I feel the same way because, like, you know, like at work, there might be people that play video games, but I think, like, especially us that are in the Game Fanatics, we take it to a different level because I watch a lot of Twitch, I watch a lot of YouTube, and I've been starting to kind of watch Mixer a little bit more, and I'll cover that in a little bit, but it's just a different level of being into video games. Like I have maybe a couple friends here and there that will watch something every now and then, or that are interested in it but aren't like super deep into like the types of communities that are involved. But it's just that's what I like. People that pop into your Twitch channel are people that understand, you know, what this is and why we do it, and you know, maybe they do it too, and so they want to come check out what other people are doing to get, like, you know, tips and stuff like that. So I love it. Like it's kind of weird, but it's like they don't. I was inspired by Kind of Funny, but now like streaming itself is its own goal. Like I just want to get. I don't want to become a Yude. I don't want to be PewDiePie or something. Yeah. But I want to have a little bit of following, and like that's totally cool. Like just give me a little bit of a following, and I'm totally in. It just keeps fulfilling itself. Like I'm just gonna stream, be a fun person to these people on the internet, and that's it. To these 10 people that like me. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Like a little bit of a following is my goal. Like that's and I think about like the Destiny community. Destiny's community was kind of like crazy to watch over the last couple of years because, you know, it was like a few main big streamers that were doing it, and then they grew, and they were just, you know, people were getting partnered all within the same community because they just supported the crap out of each other. And I was just like, man, like I want to be part of a community, or I want to have my own little community or something like that, you know, somewhere where I pop on at a certain time at night and people are there to just kind of hang out and talk, and I feel like I'm talking to a group of my friends.
Yeah, I'm same.
I feel like we kind of have that with the Game Fanatics a little bit, which is it's shaping up to be that a little bit. So
yeah, and that's
streaming is awesome.
Our team is becoming pretty close knit itself, and I think as people start maybe watching, you know, more of our streams, watching more of this like this type of you know, group podcast or us gaming together, stuff like that. I think personalities have a lot to do with why people do come back regularly. You know, whether it's to watch someone play, you know, League of Legends, or watch us, you know, chat just about random stuff. I want to have a little community for this channel, but also have it bleed into our personal channels. Where, you know, if I'm hosting this, you know, I'm hosting this on my channel right now, so I would love it if like my regulars came over here to watch it on the Game Fanatics channel, and then vice versa. They go and watch, you know, they're gonna hear about Ben, they're gonna hear about Kyle and Logan, so they're gonna go and check out their channels, you know, when you guys are streaming. So I think that'd be cool to have kind of like that, kind of like what, cross bleeding or bleeding into.
Yeah, that's the goal, I think. Yeah.
Cross promotion. That's the word.
Everything goes to everywhere else. It's like an endless circle of
love.
Of love, yeah.
Circle
like,
of love.
If you want to say a circle of love, like.
So
what are we streaming again?
We're not sure. So I guess like so Ben, like Kind of Funny is what kind of got you inspired in a way to start streaming, and then you've continued to find a different reason to be inspired, and that's through just your own goals, your own community. For me, a lot of what I think Kind of Funny was one of the ones that also kind of had a hand in me streaming, but also and this was, I think, when Justin TV was still around and it was transitioning into Twitch. I started watching Duck Sauce. and he's like by far one of my favorite broadcasters. I mean, he's got like this like super deep voice, and he recently did the voiceovers for the trailers for like Logan, and he went from being this, you know, streamer to doing voiceovers in like some games and trailers, and now he's like a voice actor. Like that's his main job now, is he did the voice acting, and he did a whole campaign for Logan, and he did a whole campaign for I think another upcoming movie. So just watching him kind of grow that way was pretty cool. But like all he played was World of Warcraft, and at the time I didn't really play World of Warcraft at all, but his personality is what really drew me in, because he's just funny as hell, and he had great little like clips in his show, and he just had this level of broadcasting that made it feel like I was watching like Howard Stern in a way.
Yeah, sometimes you just need that like platform. It's not necessarily World of Warcraft that he's playing. He's just trying to like showcase himself. And,
it's almost like there, right? It's his background music to him talking to people, and he was awesome to his community. He knew people's like names when they would come back in. He'd like, if someone you know, they resub and suddenly he's like, hey, 23 months, welcome back, man, like thanks for supporting me. Like, he was just really gracious. So right, like he was one of the ones that kind of inspired me to start streaming, just because like, man, I love it. I want to have a community like this. And then I also used to watch Lethal Frag, and I still follow him. I don't really watch his streams as often, but I remember him doing like a 2-year marathon, streaming every day. He had just gotten his sub button, and he's like, I'm gonna stream every day and try to hit a sub goal, and it's so that I can do this full time, and I can, you know, support my kids, and, you know, make enough money to put away some college funds for them, stuff like that. And it was kind of crazy watching his beard grow throughout that whole marathon. But he was
That's
like,
awesome.
I just loved, like, something like that just kind of drew me in. And so once I started kind of playing with streaming at the time, all I had was like this little Sony Vaio laptop, and it could not run OBS. I didn't have a capture card, so it was really weird at first when I was trying to stream. And then once I got my own equipment and started kind of building up my streaming stuff, that part I love putting things together. I love getting, like, kind of producing. Like, I love getting that to that point, and then really trying to see how it takes off, like how we're doing now. And so that kind of stuff keeps me going and inspires me to do stuff like this. It's causing me to want to start doing more YouTube, and really just learning more about like video production and editing and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. I feel that.
All right, sorry, I'm just prepping the next thing. But
I'll fill the air with noises.
Yeah.
Now, like, one of the things you were talking about was with Justin TV. You know, a lot of us started watching a lot of streamers from that, and piggybacking off the community bit. You talked about how, you know, you want the Game Fanatics to be, you know, you could go watch Ben, you could go watch Joel, you could go watch Kyle, and you watch them bring what they bring. One of the biggest broadcasters back when Justin TV was around was 4Player Podcast, and it was kind of that same thing where, you know, you could see this particular person playing, and I know he's hilarious, and then this other one, he's more serious, and so I'll see him kick ass at Halo or whatever it was. And I really enjoyed that, and I really liked that. And so I think, you know, if we do that with TGF, it would be amazing.
For sure, yeah. And that's the whole thing with like Mixer and stuff too. Like, you can jump between streams of the same stream. So for streaming the same game, that's what I mean. We're gonna get into Mixer eventually, but
yeah. let's do that now, because the next topic is a little bit different. But I want to talk about Mixer as a whole, because I was checking it out a few days ago and really just kind of looking at different streams, and then I remember the early days of Beam, and just seeing like the one thing I do really like about Mixer is I love the color of like their whole website. I like
Yeah, I
the
love
darker
the layout.
tones.
The aesthetic is really nice.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just a little like it. And Twitch constantly changes up their mobile apps, their website here and there, and I don't really like the new layout that they have, but their mobile app looks a lot better. But Mixer just has this like smoothness to it, and
It's fresh.
it's fresh.
Yeah.
It instantly updates viewers, and this whole new like interactive stream thing that I don't really understand it yet, but I like that people can like they earn their own like point system, right? And so then they can spend that on how like they can use it to interact on other people's streams.
Yeah,
And it's
really
so
cool.
different. It's kind of cool, and it's kind of a cool way for other people to kind of, try to create something. It's not oversaturated yet, so there's a lot less people streaming there, and they also have a lot less viewers, but they're still finding a way to, they still have partners, and they got their own sub button, and they're just kind of
they're working on
growing
it.
in their own way. And I know at E3 they were getting a lot of flack for trying to like make a name for themselves and being here, and hey, it's being presented by Mixer and all this stuff like that, and people were kind of
I mean, that's what you have to do
you do,
yeah.
and
when you have such a big platform of Twitch being out there.
I even saw like Greg Miller say something about, he said he had like a post about Mixer, and one of the I think the creator replied back, hey, we're just trying to get our name out there, we're not here to try to beat Twitch, we're just here to exist alongside of it. And he replied back,
Yeah.
man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that to sound like I was messing with or making fun of you guys, I was just saying something that other people were saying. But yeah, I totally see that. We're not trying to rip on you, and that's kind of how I see Mixer too. Like Mixer, although it's everywhere, and that's what you do with your brand, you try to get it out. They're not trying to replace Twitch, they're trying to show just, hey, you can come here and stream this, and this is the difference in us. We're not saying abandon Twitch, but we're saying this is what we have to offer.
Yeah, and you got to remember that Twitch wasn't this huge conglomerate when it started. It wasn't like, it starts somewhere. Mixers, I think they have the ability and to become as big as Twitch is, and stand alongside them. The entire gimmick of doing like dropping graffiti or like little like confetti or something on a streamer with those points is fun and all, but I think the most interesting part is the delay itself. There's like little to no delay if you're streaming directly from your Xbox. You could play, like I could look at my Twitch or my Mixer stream and play the game normally without looking at my TV.
Yeah.
And like that's crazy. Like that technology is just it's nuts. I really hope it takes off. Personally.
And the thing I'm interested to try out, and I'm hoping we can start trying to get something going, depending on what game, of course, but the co-streaming or the dual streaming that they have. So you can host someone else, and both of your streams can be up on the same screen. I think I have a photo on our background here in a little bit that should stop. There it is. Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's so cool, and I've been wanting to try it. I've had such a hard time really trying to get together and set aside a time. We should. I can't do PUBG yet because my computer will die, but I can do a different game.
I watched Microsoft do a Destiny stream when it was Beam a couple months ago, where it was like a raid, and they had like 3 or 4 people on stream, and you could just switch between them. It was really cool.
Yeah, it's really easy. Like I actually was testing out how to do it, and like, so once one person hosts, you just send the other person I think sends you their, I forgot how it went. I think you send them an invitation. Once they accept it, it links up right away. And then you can change the layout of it
just
too.
loads both of them.
And then it's like one URL you go to, and it's just separate. And you can chat to each stream too. So it's not like you can chat to the one stream, or you can chat to your stream or my stream. You don't have to just chat to the main one. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, we gotta try that because we do game nights every now and then, and I think we gotta do one. I think that'd be really cool.
YouTube actually has something similar to that as well. I know Achievement Hunter does it all the time, where it's like you can just jump between the cameras when they're live streaming.
Really?
But that's cool.
Oh, I have seen that on YouTube.
I need to check
Yeah.
it out. I need to check
It looks like
out too.
it kind of looks like a little camera, a little briefcase or something, and you just click it and it jumps between the
Yeah.
cameras.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, like the co-stream, like I was watching a PUBG and they were doing duos, so it was 2 screens and you could jump between them. You could even like pause one, like maybe I don't like this person's stream, I can just pause it even though they're co-streaming.
Oh, that's me.
Still hear them on this. Well, I'm just saying it's
Oh, yeah,
there's
I
an
hear
option. And then after the E3 conference, they did Sea of Thieves, and it was 4.
Oh, that'd
They
be
had
really
all 4
cool.
screens going on the co-stream on Mixer, and I watched a little bit of that for the gameplay and to see how it was working with Mixer, and it was really cool. It was a really cool experience to see them all talking and each doing their own thing on their each own screens to work together as the pirates on the pirate ship or whatever. So I
Mhm.
thought that was quite the experience.
Yeah, I really hope it gathers its own community and kind of rises up because it has a lot of potential to be awesome.
Yeah.
I know it's,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
I know it's easy to stick with what's familiar. Even when they changed from Beam to Mixer, I was like, oh, what are they doing?
Yeah, we
Now,
all
like,
were.
Now, like the name Mixer, it just feels so natural. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I've gotten used to it for the most part. I still, when I go to like say, when I do my little outro and say where to find us, I say mixer.com. Like I'll say it and I'll be like, damn, is that right? Because I keep thinking mixer.pro for some reason.
Mhm.
But it's, I get that out of my head. So I think it's a good time to move to the next topic. The next one's going to be, it's all about the affiliate program. And I just want to get people's thoughts on it if you don't know too much about it. So Twitch recently brought out the affiliate program, and it's really, I have different thoughts on it, and that's what we're going to go over as far as like what everybody thinks. So just to kind of go over it really quick. So on Twitch, there's people that have been partnered, and partnered streamers get a lot of like exclusive like features with Twitch. They get a sub button, which originally had a $5 entry, like, hey, I'm sub to you for $5. Streamer gets a cut of that, Twitch gets a cut of that, and then every month that you subscribe, you get like, you get emotes. And for most of us that are watching on Twitch, I think a lot of us get what it's doing. If you don't really watch Twitch, then you might not get it, but it's basically just a premium way to support someone that's streaming. And that program has kind of grown, and now they have like 3 different tiers of pricing that you can use to support. And then they brought out Twitch Affiliate, which is a program for people that maybe they don't have the huge following, they don't have the huge viewership, they have a smaller community, they've met a certain number of requirements, which I'll have here on the screen, but it gives people in a way an opportunity to start building up to partnership, because partnership is hard to obtain. And from what I've seen, it can be grueling for some communities. It can be really easy for others, depending on the support. But that's kind of what I wanted to go over. Ben's an affiliate. He's been invited to the affiliate program. And I don't think I haven't. Kyle, you're kind of starting over on Twitch, and
Yeah, so
and
no,
same
not
thing,
me.
Logan. You tried out Mixer. So Ben, I guess for the listeners, for the viewers, maybe give your opinion as far as before you got affiliate, I guess before you got the invitation, and then afterwards how you felt about it.
Well, so they started doing the rollout weird, is where we kind of knew it was going to happen a couple weeks before anyone got invited, and it's you said you had the specifications or whatever up.
Yeah,
they're pretty low. They're not crazy. Having 50 followers isn't a high number, and then what is it, like average of 3 concurrents?
Three concurrent viewers or more over the last 30 days, and then it's at least 7 unique broadcast days in the last 30 days.
Yeah, that's
and
easy.
At least 500 total minutes broadcast in the last 30 days.
Yeah, that's also there. I mean, there are numbers that are high enough that should kind of mean you're into it, right?
Yeah.
But they're not crazy. It's not like you're asking you to stream 20 hours a month, which I probably do anyway. But that's besides the point. And I like it. So I'd be saying I like it even if I wasn't affiliated, I think, because there's really no logical reason as to why I can give X streamer money but not Y streamer money. Like, why can I sub to you because you're popular, but I can't sub to you because you're not popular?
Right.
You know, that's the entire idea of having a tip page, right? To go tip me on Twitch, because there was no way for a long time, and then they added subs, and then it's like, well, you have to be partnered to have subs. Like, well, but why though? But why do I have to be? If I'm that popular, I don't need your stupid sub button, right? I probably don't. I probably could get this money on Patreon or something. So I love them kind of giving this, quote unquote, to the people. I think that makes a lot of sense. There are people with hurt feelings that have met the requirement. Well, newsflash, I probably met the requirements for a year at least before I got it. Who cares? They didn't have it before. They have it now. We can't go back in time and do weird DeLorean shit. Like, just deal with it. I'm sorry. You had to work for it and you didn't get it until now. It didn't exist until now.
Are there people
It doesn't
mad
have
that
to exist at all. So
Yeah.
just respect that you have it now. And I understand, like, sour grapes on that. Like, that sucks. But what are you going to do?
Yeah.
This is their playground. You're playing in it. You have to follow their rules.
Is there a lot of pushback with that? I don't know a lot about the affiliate.
There's some people that are like, oh, it took me forever to get my sub button, and now these people are, they've only been streaming for a month and they get it. And it's like, well,
handouts or
they're not getting anything. You have 1,000 viewers, and I have 2.
See, I never understand that attitude in anything. Like, there's enough success for everyone to have, right? So everyone can. Your affiliate program isn't affecting their partnership. Your subscribers aren't affecting their subscribers. It's not like only one person can have 10,000 subscribers.
It's so like, I don't want to hurt what I have, but it's like, why would you? You're gonna be fine. What do you?
Yeah, no.
You're worried about the little guy, the littlest. Now everyone has a sub button. I mean, it's just really weird. I think, but I like it overall. I have a couple bits. I have my one regular who did sub to me, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I want to get. I think my parents have Amazon Prime, and I'm gonna go get them to sub to me too. I need to remember to do that.
I think what I do like about it is, especially, I think they saw a window with all the weird, like, ad-apocalypse stuff that happened with YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I think it kind of triggered something for them, or a light switch went off of, like, why don't we do what YouTube does? YouTube opens the window for anyone to really, if you want to get on there, make content and monetize it, depending on, of course, your viewership and stuff like that. You might make some money, you might not. I think they saw a window of, like, we want people to come to our platform and not feel like it's hopeless for them to eventually, make money in some way.
Well, they have to have been looking at, like, Stream Tip and even Patreon and all these revenue. Like, you're missing out on all this
money. Yeah.
Yeah, all this money. Like, why can't I tip you via Twitch? And that's what bits are. That's exactly what bits are. Now they have sub. That's exactly what a Patreon potentially could be. Like, that should have been implemented years ago. They were just losing money for years by not having this.
Yeah, but I think it's one of those things where they're not going to do it until they absolutely have to, right? It just seems like they have, like, I don't know, with that whole YouTube ad situation that went down. There was a lot of big YouTubers like H3H3 and stuff who said they were going to move to Twitch and start, like, streaming there. And I think that this is a program to answer that for, like, lower tier YouTubers who don't necessarily want to go to Twitch with no following and no subscriber button and no way to make money outside of tips, right? So they're kind of like, it's more of like just like a carrot on a stick to kind of bring you to Twitch.
Does YouTube still have Super Chat?
I believe so.
Wasn't that like their tip button in a way? I think they still have it.
I think so, but I'm not sure. I know they added in, you have to have 10,000 views or something before you can monetize your videos.
Okay. I did notice, because I was watching, I was interested when it first started coming out. I really wanted to find out what other partnered streamers were thinking of it, so I started watching their, like, thoughts videos, and a lot of them really, like, they were pretty supportive about it and pretty open about it. but there were other ones that were kind of mocking it in a way and kind of like playing it down. I'm not going to name any names, but there's just some that I feel like were a little snobby about it, and I'm sure it's because of the fact that they had to work so hard to get any sort of, you know, monetization on Twitch besides like the tips bar, and now to them it feels like such low requirements to get it to go, or to get it to be on that level now. And so I don't know, did you guys see any of that on your side, like watching videos or really just hearing about it or articles or anything like that?
Well, I can understand to some respect why some people are upset. Not even like big Twitchers to small Twitchers or whatever, but there are some people that I've seen get affiliate status, and then their whole title is like, you know, exclamation point affiliate, hashtag sub, hashtag bits, hashtag this, and it's just like, shut up, just shut up. Like just be happy. They're so happy about it that they're just in everyone's face about it. And that's where I think problems come in.
Yeah.
That's the one of the problems I think
obnoxious.
Mixer doesn't have right now, is that Twitch kind of has this underbelly where it's a little bit toxic. Some of the streamers are a little bit opinionated. I feel like Mixer is just like super fun. Everyone's just streaming to stream, and there's no mind games going on.
There's no drama yet.
There's no drama yet, and like that's awesome.
Hey, there's no drama if you don't pay attention to the drama.
Well, at least I haven't seen it on Mixer. I haven't heard any Mixer drama.
I can't hear you.
we could be the first to start some drama on Mixer. So
yeah, let's start some Mixer
Oh,
drama.
jeez.
Hashtag
Let's start some like WWE drama on
Yeah.
Mixer.
I'm just gonna walk into Logan's house when he's streaming and hit him with a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
I'd be okay with that. Let's do it. And then just start.
Game
And then
Fanatics
people don't know if
drama
it's
alert.
real. I
Yeah.
love it.
Well, they'll know now. Well, just don't watch this episode.
No one will know. No one will
Yeah.
put it together.
Yeah.
There's
Or it'll
too
be a
many
nice
threads.
little reminder if they're a long time listener. God, he said he was gonna hit him with a chair back in episode 4.
True.
He really.
That's awesome. That would be awesome.
Followed through.
All right.
So overall, affiliate program, I say it's a good thing. What do you guys vote?
Yeah, if it helps people get where they need to be, of course. Everyone can be successful. If they want to put the work in, go ahead. I mean,
And there's
That's
still
why-
like
Just
there's
don't
still like little
vote after you
requirements
get
to
it.
it too. Like people like if you do get an affiliate, you know, offer, make sure you read through all the fine print and everything like that, because they do have some stipulations as far as when you get your check or how much you have to earn before getting any of the money, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it'll like automatically send you stuff. It's kind of a mess. That the payment side is kind of a joke,
Yeah.
and I haven't even looked into it.
I do have a
really,
little bit.
'cause-
I can kind of pull it up. So
Okay.
program fees payable by Twitch to you will be paid to you on a monthly basis within 60 days after the end of each calendar month.
Yeah.
And then
Well, and you can like
there's-
turn it off. It has to be $100.
Yeah.
wait, so is that so at the end of each month you get paid 2 months after?
I think they
So-
just have to pay you within 60 days for the month. I don't know. That's weird. So
That sounds
within-
about
yeah.
right,
you
I
get
guess.
paid. So you get paid a monthly basis, but you get paid that month. So let's say I made $100 this month, then within 60 days I'll receive that money, but that applies to every month. So once you get on after 60 days, you're essentially gonna make money. You're gonna get your money every month. It's gonna be from 60 days ago or within 60 days ago. I think is what it
Oh,
means.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
But I think what it is if it's under $100, then Twitch will not be obligated to make a payment if the total amount to be paid to you under this agreement is less than $100, and may instead accrue such payment obligation until such time it is overall obligated to you. So I think it's not just
Yeah.
like if you don't make $100 that month, you don't get anything. I think it's as long as you like, let's say next month, because it carries over. So the next month, if you finally hit $100, then you can still get that paid out the next month within 60 days, whatever.
Yeah, that's what it sounds. That's how I understand it. And I think there was something about fees if you do it a certain way. I turned it off, so I have to go turn it on, not off, but I turned it to where it's not going to pay me automatically.
Yeah.
Like I have to initiate it because there was so many rules and it wanted my bank account information. And I'm like, I just wanted to turn this on.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to turn bits on. I didn't need to set up all this information.
Gosh.
So that's kind of a joke. And now that I have a sub, I need to figure out what that means. But who knows?
True. Yes. Yes, that's very true.
It's a mess. It's a big old mess.
Well, yeah, growing pains, right? It'll get better, probably.
Well,
yeah,
then
their
they had,
system for it was weird.
It's and then there's fees for like processing the payment too, I think.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of videos that kind of go over it. I watched this one video where the guy was like, why you should not do the affiliate program, and he was going over all these points, and then in the comments it talks about how he's in the affiliate program and people are just ripping him apart in the comments. And I'm just like, dude,
because YouTube views.
A little clickbait, and then a little bit of like, don't do this, but then he's doing it. So but he meant because he's already read through all the stuff and decided that he was gonna pursue it and push for it. So, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was interesting. It's been kind of the hot topic around like Twitch, and at first I didn't know how to feel about it. I thought I was like, man, like it's pretty cool, and then I was like, but what does that mean for everybody that's a partner that really, that streamed 8 months, 40 hours a week trying to get the partnership, and then they finally got it, and then the next month, boom, everybody gets a sub button or something like that,
But partners still have more rewards anyway.
Yeah, which I have on the stream in the background. There's like a comparison chart of what all streamers get, what Twitch affiliates get, and what Twitch partners get. And there's a lot of good stuff that Twitch partners do get. They even get like there's a new icon that they're going to be getting. There's a verified like badge, kind of like Twitter.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
They cover the payout fee where affiliates have to pay the payout fee. The payment, I think the payout is like 45 days instead of 60. For partners, they get up to 15 minutes of stream delay, which I think I try to remember the Twitch affiliate one. I can't read it. I suck. Okay. And then VOD storage, 60 days for partners, 14 days for Twitch affiliates, which is also the same for all streamers. But affiliates also get bits, and they get the sub button. So I think it's really a cool way for people that don't have a huge following but do have those, that small base to earn money. Because just think, if you have, maybe like even 10 subs, right? That's almost enough for a game. So
yeah.
You could almost like, hey guys, any subs I get are gonna go towards buying a new game that I can stream here for you guys, or that I can put towards improving my channel. Because I used to have a sub button on my channel, not a sub button, a donation button or a tips button, and I put under it any money I get donated is gonna go towards either improving my hardware or getting a game for streaming. And then I just turned it off. I got like a $2 tip one time. I don't remember for what. But I was just like, I don't need this. I don't have such a following. I don't have any built community to really need it. And it's kind of like the same thing with YouTube, right? You don't really monetize until you have viewers. So I think it's cool. I think it's a great way for people that are trying to build something to have kind of they kind of have a base now, besides just streaming. Have like, if you're gonna want subs, you're gonna have to make sure that your content is good enough to earn that sub.
Yeah, and so it's a goal, and it's not a far away goal.
Yeah, it's something to work towards, right? Instead of like, partner just doesn't seem possible for a lot of things. It doesn't seem like attainable. It
gives people more of a, I guess, that determination to make sure their content is worth it, right? Like, I know for me, like when I turn on my stream, a lot of the times it's just like, I'm turning it on right now. I've already started playing, but now I'm just gonna turn my stream on. Like my kids are finally to bed. Now I can finally do it. Where some nights I have a start screen and I'm preparing, and then I turn it on and I'm like ready to go. Which of course I'm not quite at that level where I'm gonna be streaming so consistently that I'll want to pursue affiliate or whatever. But I think it gives people that level of, I have this now and I can use this to build something. Now I just need to make sure my content is gonna make people want to sub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
One of the better things that I got that was completely unrelated to any of that was the bitrate options. Like, because whatever bitrate you're streaming out of is what the person watching has to download, unless you're a big enough channel that they can pick, like, oh, I want mobile quality, I want source quality. That's such a big thing, because a lot of these people on Twitch are watching on their phones, and they're like in high school. Like, a lot of people watching me are young somehow, and they're watching wherever on mobile, and they can't be downloading this thing. So having that option was so much more important to me than the affiliate thing, because I've had people like, oh, I can't watch your stream, like I can't watch it on my mobile. I was like, that sucks. And that needs to be rolled out. That's something that Mixer does, like, off the bat.
Yeah, no, definitely, and it's awesome. Actually, didn't really notice that Twitch doesn't really allow that.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
I think
like
it's
a hidden
500.
gem
It's 500 followers, which I barely got over. I'm actually losing followers. I'm not playing enough Mario, and they leave.
Well, there's a new one coming
back.
out. So.
Well, and you might be getting, like, because every now and then I would see a follower that it's almost like spam, like a spam account, right? And then eventually they get, like, you know, like they get exited out or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. That I've seen that a lot.
Yeah, but I think we covered it pretty well. Anybody want to add anything before we cut the show off and cut off some hands?
Yeah, no, I think we covered all bases that I can think of.
All right. Well,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Thanks again for joining us here with Live with the Game Fanatics. Don't forget to follow the channel that you're watching. So if you're on twitch.tv/thegamefanatics, hit the follow button. Don't miss an episode. Mixer.com/thegamefanatics, give us a follow there, and tune into our streams. They run mostly Monday through Thursday, and then Friday Ben has his show here at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This show will be exported to YouTube Friday, so if you guys miss this live, it's always going to be on YouTube Friday, kind of mid-morning, around 10 a.m. And if you guys want to watch our streams as well, head on over to twitch.tv/benreacts, twitch.tv/loadlesscheckpoint for me, mixer.com/maplebars for Logan. And then Kyle's gonna start his channel up here. He's already got it. You can go and hit the follow button there, and that's twitch.tv/Kyle Talk Record.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yep. Kyle Talk Record. Yeah.
All right. Thanks again, guys, and go play some games.